Hello, my name's Bradley. I work with a Central Youth Forum, which is in Stockport, which is promoting safe sex to young people in Stockport. Also, we go around doing peer sex education to youth groups, and we're currently just training ourselves to do that with a Veiws program. Because we do safe sex and also like sexual health, it also fits in with smoking. And our youth worker approached us and said, do you want to go on this residential about smoke and mirrors? And majority of us was up to it. One thing in particular is just the way how the tobacco industry actually how it gets young people to work from for such a little amount, and they're getting sprayed with pesticides, and just stuff like that. Just how they're actually treating the workers for pennies when they're selling they're selling like tobacco for like £5 a pack.
My name's Patrick Mayer, and I've come from Oldham in Greater Manchester, and I'm actually part of the Oldham Youth Council. I didn't really know that much about the tobacco industry, to be honest, because it's quite a subject that not a lot of people, and they try to hide it as well. And with a lot of conspiracies being around it, you can't really get into it too much. I just knew it killed people. I didn't know young kids were working on the farms and getting poisoned every night and sleeping on the farms. It's just disgraceful, and how people are going through it everyday lives. It's upsetting. For example, my mum picks up a cigarette and she doesn't even know where it comes from, and when I go back I'll blast her. The issue that I want to campaign against mostly is the children working in the farms, because I can just picture if it were me or a family relative that were doing it, it really upset me, and I'd think, why ain't anybody listening? How come nothing's happening? I mean, there's all these charities that help young children. You never see it. Oh, this child's working on a tobacco plant. You never see that on the adverts.
I'm Angela, and I'm from Ulverston in Cumbria, and I'm part of Cumbria Youth Alliance. In Cumbria Youth Alliance, we're also involved with ATIC as well, which are like tobacco campaign groups as well, and we're involved with Smoke Free North West, and I went to Brussels to the European Parliament, and I've been involved with petitions like that, and like other things like promoting like awareness around tobacco. I think the main issue that I've got really like about the weekend to take away and campaign with is about children in tobacco farming. If that happened in our country, it'd be like a disgrace, it'd be all over the press and everything, but yeah, it's alright for other little children like the same age as my brother, who's 12, like to sleep in the fields and be sprayed with pesticides at night. It's just terrible.
My reasons for coming on this weekend was that I felt really passionate about understanding the sort of tobacco industry and how it affects young people. I didn't realise how much smoking affected people around the world, because I knew that they had interests globally, but I didn't understand the social impact on places like Africa and other less economically developed places in the world. To be honest, I didn't know about the health bill before I came on this weekend, but now I do know what it's about. I think it's a really interesting development, and I think it's really positive. I've already emailed my MP urging him to sign up in House of Commons tomorrow, and I urge other young people to do the same, because it is really important and it does address some serious issues.
The highlight of my weekend is probably meeting so many influential people and hearing about all the campaigning they've done, and hearing that they've gone to the UN summit and they've done so much stuff in campaigning and activism. It's so amazing. I think when I go home, I want to speak to my councillors and speak to anyone with authority in the council to ask them to use their authority in this local area to re-age the films, because it's phenomenal how if you see smoking in a film, you're more likely to smoke, and how films glamorise smoking. They have smoking trucks in films which really don't exist, and yet they say we're doing this so it mirrors real life, and it's not. It's just disgusting how they know that if they do this in a 12, that 12-year-olds are more likely to smoke when they're 13, 14, and I really want Bolton Council to do something about that, and I'm going to push it when I get home.
James Nolan, I'm from Liverpool. Adam O'Callaghan from Liverpool. And out what's behind the tobacco industry and what effects it can have on people.
About the tobacco industry, where tobacco comes from, how it's made, all that type of stuff.
I'm part of a youth group in Stockport. I think the most inspiring thing would have been that out of every 2 smokers, one of them will die from it. And also there's an American professor here from California University, I think, and he showed us some adverts this morning, and one of them was a load of campaigners, and they had quite a lot of body bags. I think it's like 2,000 or something, and they were putting them round, on the road around this building, where they were having I think it was BAT were having a meeting. So that was shocking. Actually, it was just very, I was quite stunned. I think in the future I'd definitely like to be part of like protests and things like that, and I think also like getting all my friends involved and like getting them aware of like all the chemicals that are put in cigarettes, like paint stripper and stuff like that, and just like getting them to do all they can.
We're part of Central Youth Forum. On the future, I think I'll do some campaign work and probably spread the word around school and stuff like that to stop people smoking.